That's catchy. Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. Today I am joined by the one and only bold legend, just like myself, Patricio, who is going to talk to us about Mingle JS. Welcome.
Welcome everyone. Thank you
We
so
have
much for
matching
having me, Steve.
hairstyles and we love it.
We do.
We do indeed. So I'm going to move to, I'm going to focus on the other screen. If there is chat, Patricio, if you could just shout it out to me. Otherwise, I'll have to keep switching. But Mingle JS, let's go to the website. And first off, let's show the website as a banner so people can actually go to it. So minglejs.unitedbycode.com. Make sure to go check that out. And it's a pretty cool little happy logo. So tell me about it. What is it? Why is it? And what can we do with it?
Okay, so I haven't thought much about the pitch, but I know why I built it. So for sure it will come out. It will not just be as fluid as this is my. It's still not released, right? So this is exactly my premiere, like explaining it at someone who has never heard about it. So what is Mingle JS? Well, the logo is a work from DALL-E and lots of prompts and back and forth.
Yeah, the best ones.
Right. And what I want to convey is the feeling that just as any Livewire developer is fond of knowing, right? It's like there's no front end, there's no back end, right? You just write code and it happens. Whether you're rendering something or making some database query or something, it's just code, right? It's the communication, back end, front end. It's a tiny detail which is undercover, right? It's under the hood. Caleb wrote that code for us, right? Okay.
Thank God he did.
Yeah. So, and I want to convey this feeling in whatever taste of JS you have, because while I do love Alpine, I also easily start to miss the single file components and the structure that JS frameworks gives us, right?
Yeah.
So it's not, if I have to choose, I choose Livewire and Alpine.
Yeah.
It's the first go-to. But then if the project requirements in any case requires anything further, then maybe sometimes I resort to finding myself wanting to do Vue.
Yeah.
Maybe because of it's my preference. Maybe there's some tool that it only exists in React, because let's face it, it's a bigger
big ecosystem for the front
ecosystem.
End, right?
Yeah.
I mean, have you tried to build like charts and stuff using Livewire and Alpine? It is so difficult.
Right.
Like, you can do it.
Yeah.
But you end up writing 5 times as much code and having to kind of try and find your way around issues to get it working.
Right.
Whereas in React and Vue, it's just like, oh, you want a chart library? Here's 12. Right?
That's the thing. Yeah. Then the hard thing is to choose, right? The hard decision is to choose where to go.
Definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, some tools in React. I'm excited. I can show you later what I have as a second package after Mingle, which exactly goes into a React library.
Okay.
So also another thing, I'm looking at the site. So this maybe I'm forgetting something. So yeah, there are plenty of reasons that took me to make this as a package. So you may. So this may help people which are already knowing JavaScript a lot and they want to learn Laravel and they don't want to go all in. So this is also a good decision. or maybe you are on a team with front-end and back-end developers, and this way you can live with the best of two worlds. Let's say it like this. You even have SSR, like you have the power to render the index on the SPA, right? So you have the power to choose it.
Yeah.
What happened?
I found your light mode, dark mode button, and I was having fun.
Oh, okay. I just thought whoa, what's going on? And yeah, and sometimes now something that I will be more looking at, so like website components, you know, those ready-made blocks that are out there, you can have them in Blade, because if they are JSX, yeah, for example, if you have JSX and you want to render JSX in a Blade application, so there you go, just mingle it, right?
Mingle, I love it. So today, what we're going to do is I've created a completely random application called Calendar. Here it is. Here's a repo. I'm going to share that in the chat quickly. I'm just going to throw it up as a banner as well for anyone who watches after the fact. And all it is it's a basic calendar application that's going to be built with Laravel. So far, it is a plain Laravel application, but we're going to mingle it, right? Because the biggest benefit I see here is being able to do something like full calendar IO, which is a fully featured calendar library that we can just use Vue and tap into it, right? Mingle it.
Right? Why not?
So
that's a great example.
Yeah, I thought it made a lot of sense. Like, I mean, I've been wanting to build this for a little while and open source it anyway. So let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's start. So, quick start. What do I do?
So yeah, this is a kind of this was a difficult point for me, because Mingle has to change your skeleton, right? Because it goes into JavaScript. So the easier way for me to put it on the quick start was, so you would make a Laravel Breeze application, the default Breeze with Blade and Livewire. So, but you already have one, so we can do it the manual way. It will be more tedious, but like I don't have a proper way of doing it for all sorts of applications that you might have, right?
Let's see if we can figure it out, right?
So yeah, let's skip that step of starting the fresh Laravel app, and let's require it, yeah?
We're going to install Mingle and Livewire because I haven't installed either. Then what we need to do is install the plugin Vue for NPM stuff.
Right, and you must have Vue already, do you? Or still not?
That is a very good question. Not yet. So I'm also going to need...
Yeah, it's there already in the beginning,
yeah. That's everything that I need there. So come back to Chrome. Once that's installed, we want to install or install with demo. So we're going to skip the demo. And we're just going to Mingle install.
Yeah.
Oh,
damn.
Yeah, it's requiring Breeze layouts at the moment, isn't it?
Right, but it shouldn't throw an error if it doesn't find it. So that's a bug on my end. Let's just make that file to make it happy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
So, yeah, real world experience you have right there, right? You knew exactly what to do just to make the thing happy.
Yeah, exactly. We got this. I'm assuming it's also going to want the app in there as well.
That's decades of experience right there.
Yeah, a few too many, right? Right. Happy mingling. So it's not really using those yet.
It is. It's just adding the stack where it will inject. So if you don't have, it will find for a given string, it will find the vit instruction in Blade, and it will prepend the @stacks. So that's what it does. But
Okay.
it's not a problem. We'll do it manually.
I haven't done
Because
any UI stuff yet on this.
oh, okay. So
So how about I check out the demo source code?
perfect.
So if we go to resources and views, what we're going to have here is a layout which is going to have a
Right.
stack for the scripts.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Everything is Breeze default, right? It's just that @stacks. Yeah.
Let me just get a little bit of UI set up.
Yeah, do it your regular way, and then in the end we do this step manually, which is just pasting that line. Yeah.
Components. I usually use components and then add a page.
Sure.
This is what I usually do for any of my applications. And then we'll say, let me zoom in because that's probably not easy to read at home.
Yeah. I'm trying to find, yeah. Just
name.
finding the...
Usually do that. Then we'd do something like this. Then we're going to want this lang added over here. Then let's add that title.
Hey, ciao, Alberto. 2 jobs. Just opening the chat right now. Hello,
Yeah.
everyone, again.
Daryl. I am just going to quickly whip this up.
Nice to see you all here. Thank you for joining.
Then we're going to have the live wire styles, right?
Right. And this is a page component, right?
Yes.
So can we have stacks in a page component?
Yep.
Okay, great. Wasn't aware.
It's used as a basically it's used as a layout. Ugh, why have I added a bookmark? That's just weird. So we're going to want like a stack for the scripts, right?
Yeah, so this is an entry point for Mingle to inject the things, the magics.
And that is all we need. I'm going to copy those fonts because adding fonts is fun. Right, PHP Storm, and let's just...
Yeah. Do you want to go 1 minute through the demo to see what it's all about that we are doing?
I've already had a quick click through.
Okay.
Let's do it blind, so it's as unfriendly as possible.
Okay, I like it.
I think going through the demo would be useful, but you're lucky if I read docs usually, so.
Oh, glad I spent so many days doing those.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done if you wanted me to read it, right? There we go. Let's just add some font sans and anti-alias. Come back to here. Let's make sure we are actually using it. So on our home view here, let's just delete that. Then we can say awesome. Now we just need to make sure that Vite is up and running. So npm run dev. I'll run the queue worker in the background for later.
Sure.
And let's go. We are up and running.
We have a test.
And so far, no JavaScript errors. So the next bit, I'm assuming we need some JavaScripty stuff.
If you head to the docs, but yeah, I'll let you go blind as well. As you
wish. Let's be partially blind, right? Okay, so we want to make a mingle.
Yeah, and I'll give you some help on that, on the commands.
And class name. So make mingle.
I have the
We're
same
going to use
alias.
view,
Yeah.
calendar app, put it there. Ooh, it's also made a component for me. Excellent.
Yeah,
So
all about developer experience, right?
it is. We're going to look at
And
that.
yeah, this would be if you wanted to avoid the questions, right? If you also want to make it programmatically, that would be how.
So we've got a component there. We've got mingle data, methods that we can call, interacts with.
Yeah.
Don't care about React components. To do. Cool. So all we need to do now is find a way to load it, right? So if we come to, let's go to content, demo with view.
That's
That'll
just a
show,
Livewire component, yeah.
it's just showing the Livewire component then, right?
Right,
So,
right. So this is a modified Livewire component. It has a very tiny footprint. It's something that we could have done before, right? It's not a huge task, but yeah, you have to know where to go and how to make all those connections to get the wire.js part of it. So this is just a very convenient way to do something you could have already done. Oh yeah, so we also have to go into vit.config.js because the JavaScript thing is not in an npm package, right? I bundled it just in the packagist one. So all we have to do is, if you go to the demo, might be easier, or to the documentations, don't know if it's there. Manual instructions. There's a page for manual instructions. You can go there.
Here we go. Okay, so we need that.
So yeah, that's the thing you need. Yeah.
So we're going to want to say resolve that.
Right. And also the plugin to compile view, right?
View plugin. We can do that. We know this. We got this.
Right. That's about it.
And layout files. Let's just see what happens. So
let's see what happens. Message in a bottle.
We have got a message in a bottle 4 times.
I don't have the MP3 in there, but don't have the audio, but that would be cool.
Hey, and we got it. So
why is that ID screaming? Oh, right. All the static analysis, yeah.
Yeah, that's I've got it on Steve mode. Don't worry.
Your preference, Steve mode, yeah.
Yeah.
The Steve approved. Kind of
approved by Steve. At the minute, it's just a string.
So I remember I saw your talk on 1 year ago in Lisbon. I was there.
Ah, that was a fun talk.
Indeed.
So now that's being quiet, we can come and open up the calendar app index. So that's just pulling in Mingle.
Yeah,
then
that's just connect.
And then doing some magic, right? We don't need to worry about this.
Yeah. Connect this to this, or this to that. I mean.
So then we just build something in here, just like we would on a normal view component, right. And then here we just do like we do with a normal Livewire component, right? Is it that simple?
What do you
mean?
Hello,
everyone. Hello. Lots of people. Right. Okay. I'm going to just wing
I'm not seeing the Twitch chat. Now I realize it. Yeah. Yeah,
let's
just wing it.
Full calendar installed and see.
Should you do a commit before, just to have a sanity checkpoint?
Go on then. Go on. You pulled my leg. So
didn't mean to.
Installing Mingle JS and setting it up. Right, push that up. Fantastic. Let's get view calendar installed, or full calendar. And once that's installed, we can use a full calendar component. So let's see what happens on this if we try and just do it. That'll install eventually. Calendar options. So we're just going to do that for now. That should be fine. Then we can just say down here, we're just going to load in the full calendar with the full calendar options, and that's all done. I'm going to restart this in case it has problems.
Did you install it? Oh, yeah.
Okay, so failed to import day grid. So that's not you, that's me.
Did you install full calendar already? I got a little bit lost. You were so fast.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah.
You did.
Let's see. Day grid.
Oh, it needs an extra. Isn't that a folder inside? Oh, no, it's a package, scoped package. Okay. I haven't used it myself.
I haven't used it in a long time. It seems to have changed quite a bit. Here we go. We've got a calendar.
No mistakes.
And no errors. And we've
No
got
errors,
a nice
I mean.
in the bottle.
Yes.
What could go wrong, right?
What could go wrong? Yeah.
What can we do? I know. First things first.
We can do all sorts of things now.
Let's open up our database seeder and see what we got. We've got a calendar and we've got some events. Let's make that public. And let's just migrate fresh and seed. There we go. So we've got some stuff that we can now load in. So we want some data, right? And that's going to need to come through here. So we're going to want like events. Instead of message in a bottle, we're going to want to say like event query. We're just going to get all of them for now.
Yeah. So this is the initial data. So like a starting point, right?
Yeah.
You could also not give it anything and just load at init of the event, right? But this is the most convenient way, right? You don't have to write any JavaScript for that. You can you can just use the state.
I still want that benefit of Livewire.
Yeah.
So now if I come here and we just load, we should have everything we need. What I'm going to do, just for interest's sake, is.
But you wanna change the attribute name in the state that we're console logging, right? Now it's called events.
Yeah. Mingle data is events.
Yeah.
Events.
Still one more.
Box. Type array.
You forgot in line 15? One of those? I mean, that one was the wrong, yeah.
There we go, right. Okay, so we're getting an object back, so we can just turn that into an object, and we're just going to say required, it's true. That will shut that up. Then we've got an event.
A calendar event, right?
Yeah, it's a start, right? We've got one Livewire component, which is pulling back the Mingle stuff. Got a couple of queries running, something to do with sessions. And we're just loading a single Mingle view. So far.
How does it feel?
Nice. I'm getting the benefit of Livewire, where I've got nice, easy setup. And then I can jump into here and do exactly what I need.
That's the thing.
So I'm going to remove the console log and this. then what we will do is let's look at how we can load some data in. Full calendar, events. So events is going to be, let's go Mingle data, events, and let's see what it does. When I don't break things.
Yeah, we would be missing some.
We might be missing something.
The autocomplete we would want.
Yeah. So
I mean maybe generating some JS docs or something like that could be fine. Could be nice.
If I knew what JS docs were, I would 100% do that.
It's the alternative to TypeScript, right? You just write just like PHP docs, I guess. We just write the definition that we want, but it's just a doc, so no effect at runtime.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got, if we look at this here, we've got title and date.
And do you have to say?
We've got summary and starts at here. So what we probably want to do.
You want to map it there, right? Or map it before in. Don't you want to map it in PHP? As you wish, your preference.
Yeah, let's just do it this way. And we're just going to say that the title is the event.summary and the date is going to be event.starts at. Why is that complaining? Missing semicolon. Maybe I will do it in
semicolon.
PHP. I'm better at PHP.
Just undo it if you, yeah.
So we're going to map.
Oh, I could help with that, maybe. Yeah, so
Damn keyboard. So we're going to map over this where we get an event and we are going to return but that is
Are you back?
Over in August. We got one.
There was a small hiccup on the connection. Yeah.
Sorry. Well, right. Welsh internet isn't the best. What I would do actually will help.
It's all back.
If I do this, it will help. If I just kind of show just the screen and me and you are in the background.
Right. 2 less uploads, right? Or stream.
Yeah, exactly. So date click, this handle date click. So what I think would be really useful here is like the date click. If I can get that to maybe talk to Livewire.
Sure. In a second.
How we can bind the two.
I guess I lost you a little bit, but let's do it.
Oh, sorry. So what I want to do is like, there's this event.
Yeah.
Click. And what I want to do is maybe say, talk to Mingle on this one. So talk to this over here.
Sure.
So what would I do on this?
So what do you want to do exactly?
Let's say we want to say public function. We're just going to do a quick dump.
A random string or... Oh, okay.
We're just going to do something like that for now. But I want to call this from my view component.
Not returning anything, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, so just make the function.
Would I just say wire dump?
I mean, now that will run instantly. You have to like open a closure. So like a parenthesis, yeah. And fat arrow. And now wire dot thing.
Let's see how that works.
Yep.
Hey, and
It
we
works.
are doing something. So we can get the two talking.
They are talking already, yeah.
So what else can we do here? I mean, that load time is actually pretty good as well for a
Yeah, it's a standard Ajax request. Like if you were doing an Axios request, it's the same.
So I am liking this experience so far, I must admit. Is it
Love to hear
TypeScript
that, Steve.
compatible?
Sure, whatever.
I mean, I'm not
Whatever
going to do
your
it now
taste.
because it's a lot. That's a pain. But it would be really useful if it was TypeScript compatible so that I can have type safety on my live component as well as the front end, and it keeps things a little bit better in line, if you know what I mean.
Oh, for sure. I totally get you. My personal preference is to run away from it, but also my scope is different from yours, right? If I would be in a given context with a given team in a given project, I might bring that in at all costs. I don't care my preference. It has to be there, right? Because it's better. But in my typical context, I run away from it. But yeah, this is just regular JavaScript. So if you want to make a TypeScript, you can. Yeah.
It's useful to know that sort of stuff especially when you're doing somewhere in between, if you know what I mean. We're doing.
Right. We are a little bit like doing something that is not mainstream, right? So you get your doubts. That's definitely normal.
Fantastic.
Or expectable, I would say. Yeah.
You can use a calendar API, bab case and markup. Full calendar premium. No, I'm not using the premium. TypeScript, yes. Vuex, not interested. So if we
There's
just go back to
Pinia. Pinia is great. Do you like it?
Yeah, it'll be really useful for like, I don't know, maybe if I'm building an inertia application, but I build APIs.
Yeah, it depends. Okay. Got it.
I'm just going to install this list and see if we can do something fun. So,
and we should do something with the answer, right? You might want to return something on the Livewire method.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
In a second use case as well.
Let's come back here a second. List plugin, full calendar list. So we want that. We're also then going to load in that. And then what we could probably do is right, we've got view available, so let's do something like grab that. We're going to say mingle data dot view. So over here, we're going to also return the view as that. So when we click on something, what we want to do is public function, turn it into a list view. And can I do something like that? And we just say this view Chrome, and we're going to swap that to a list week. And that doesn't need to return anything. Perhaps, maybe it does. Not sure. Okay, so before that full calendar, we're going to add in quick div. We're going to add a button. It's just going to say toggle for now. Something died. I broke something. Okay. Mindle data. Okay, so that's me.
Mindle, yeah.
Mindle.
Not renaming it for now.
Yeah, sorry.
Who knows?
It's going to be so much easier if you just rename your package now. So I can click toggle. Yeah. So what I want to do here is from the component, I want to do something like.
Yeah, you can either make it an async function and you call await on that so that you can do it. It will block that process, right? Or you can just work with a promise as you want.
So then I'm going to want to say wire dot.
So now you can await.
So basically, I want to be able to be on click toggle.
So, and what do you expect from this? I'm not understanding.
Cool. Unable to call component method, public measurement, final component. Okay, so we are getting somewhere.
But what do you want to do with toggle? You want to...
Yeah, basically I want to change the data coming from Livewire so that this view switches between day, grid, month and the kind of list week.
Oh, wait. No, you should do this in client side because the Livewire state is not entangled with the view. Okay. I mean, we could do that, but we have to do that explicitly because that could lead potentially with changing user things without him being aware, because .live components and those sorts of things, and I just think it should be done explicitly.
Wrong use case. All good.
All good.
Right. All good.
So maybe let's get some because I don't know what, sorry, I'll rephrase this. Either you explain to me the business logic of the application so I can chime in, or let's just make a silly example like getting some random list from the server and then we see the mechanics of it and then you change it accordingly.
So what I'd like to be able to do is, if I click toggle there, I want this grid view to switch to the list view. A little bit like on, like if I go to my Google Calendar.
I got it. But that's totally client side, right? You don't need to go to the server for that.
That works. That makes more sense. Let's do that. How would we do that in Mingle, for example?
Mingle is when you want to go to the server, so I guess that's just with full calendar, I think, right? That's totally up to view, yeah.
Okay, so what we can do is calendar options there, props and limited events.
So, for example, you want to click on an event and you want to go to the database, check who is coming, right? From all the guests, who is coming, who is not coming. Is this a more or less usable use case?
Yeah, I guess so.
So like view event details, where you see who is coming, who is not, notes, memos for that meeting, for that event. Is that something more on the realm of what you want to do?
Yeah, let's go for that.
So like get expanded details on the event. So maybe you want to go to the database and get some relationships on the event.
So we've got the calendar API.
Let me open docs on my end. Also for full calendar. Because, once the component is rendered, we don't mess with it anymore. Everything goes in JavaScript. I mean, we could destroy it and reboot another one, but then it would flicker the screen, right?
Yeah. So I okay, so I can. We can do a change view. So calendar change view.
Oh, got it. Nice.
Okay, so maybe that's not quite working.
$refs. Because this is this is script setup, so you don't have access to this. This is before the component gets instantiated. You have to import the function from Vue to get the refs.
So I need.
You wanna import a ref from Vue on top.
Got it.
Ref from Vue, yeah. And
Yep.
now you make a const and a variable with the name of the ref on the HTML. So equals ref null. Yeah, full calendar. You give this name to the variable equals ref null. If my memory doesn't fail me. And now full calendar is the ref to that ref. So that variable is your ref.
Let's see.
And do you call full calendar on the ref? Or because that's just the element, right? So probably it's full calendar dot full calendar, right? Or I have to check.
I don't know. Maybe I'm getting it.
No, let me check. No worries. Getting into the docs.
Let's just console.log.
What is the ref? Yeah. And yeah.
So we've got refs. Calendar.
Get API, it's there. Isn't there? If you close calendar, if you close that node, it was there. Get API. Right, dot value. We are in Vue script setup.
Yes.
Damn it, that always bites me. It's something that annoys me so much. There was that proposition to do the $ref so that it would unwrap automatically, but it got it didn't went through.
We got it. So we got to say full calendar value. So
right.
We can then change the view to list week.
Yeah.
So let's see what this does.
If all goes well.
No events to display.
Right.
That is fantastic. So we've got some. We've proven that front end stuff will work. We can get data from Livewire. let's now move on to how we can, maybe something that Mingle is perfectly designed for. Like we were saying before, maybe, clicking on an event.
Expanded details. Yeah, exactly. So where's the event? It's on August 8th, right?
August the 8th.
So if you click today, you will see it now on Toggle, right? Oh, July 28th, you have to... Oh, great. Yeah. So we would display a modal with the event detail, right?
Yeah. Or a slide over or something. What's going to be best here, a modal or a slide over, considering...
Oh, right, your preference. I love slide overs, yeah.
So for that, we could probably use a Tailwind component.
Sure, it's right there.
Come down and grab a slide over. Any old slide over.
Yep.
Something like that. We're going to want the view option. And where would we put this? Would we put this inside here?
I mean, now it's a preference. It can be there, right? And it's using headless UI, right? I don't use this for a long time, but So
I will make.
You can make another Mingle, for example, and they speak on the front end. Or maybe let's do it in this one, and later down the road, let's expand it to have two Mingles, and so they can speak to each other on the front end. So.
Herocons and headless UI. Why did I PNPN?
Do you know Ni?
Who, sorry?
Ni, it's a tool from Anthony Fu, which you just type NI something, right? And it detects whether you're using NPM, Yarn, PNPM, Bun.
That would be kind of useful.
If you want to check it out, I'll drop you the link. Or
also do this. And come over to here.
And it works for NPM install, but also for NPM run, NPM uninstall, that sorts of things. It's really cool.
So we've got a ref up here. I like to group my refs. So.
Dropping it over in Telegram.
Sure nothing dead.
So where are we at? I want to find the link to send it over.
So we've now got, this is showing and working, and we want to basically open is set to true as template, show when open.
You wanna change that open, right?
Yeah, but at the minute it's not really showing. Like the slide over is not there. It could be a Z index issue though.
Or the position in the DOM, right? It's there, right? Can you see it? It must be on top of that, right? Above. The 500, it was the die dump. It's not an error per se. So can you find the element? Does it have an ID or? It's that one, right?
No, this is still...
Oh, FC view, so that's full calendar. So you close that one. Oh, it's inside the full calendar.
So...
Right. So maybe you should put it under.
I mean,
did. Oh, you did. So why don't we... So if you close all the full calendar nodes, we will see below the dialog, right? Oh, maybe do something. On line 56, wrap the 57 inside the div.id something, right? Or there is a cool little trick I learned recently. You can just name something out of the blue. So instead of section, write slide over should be here. And Chrome will render it as a div, but you will find it very easily. You want to try that?
Found it. We got it.
Yeah, you want to try that crazy thing?
No.
Okay.
It sounds scary.
Got it. Let's go. Let's move on. Let's not diverge. Yeah.
I think it's
So if you put it to true, is not opening. So just put it hard coded true, colon show to true.
the ref value is already true.
Oh, and that value colon is the PHP Storm thing, right? It's not code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
right.
already there.
So wouldn't it be... No, it's okay, right. On the template, it's not dot value. Yeah.
Yeah. So if I like just ignore that,
Right?
we got it. Although
But it's not styled.
it's not styled, which
So
is
maybe
really
that's
weird.
why. So do you have the tailwind config done for the content and the purging, etc.?
Everything's loading correctly.
So yeah, this must load correctly first, right? Then we can move on. So tailwind config, is that working? Is it
It's working on everything else.
Come again? Steve, are you there?
I am here. Can you hear
I
me?
Now, yes. I think.
So let's check the Tailwind config a second.
Sure.
There is no Tailwind config. That doesn't help.
Right. So there's no Tailwind compilation, is there?
Ooh. Have I not installed Tailwind or something? That sounds like something that I would do.
Okay, yeah.
Let's make sure we got Tailwind. Note to self.
Yeah, just
Make sure
in case.
Tailwind is installed. That is all good. Then let's run that. Apparently, I'm not allowed to do that. Let's do it in a separate terminal. No, what's going on?
Not sure. Are you on Linux? No, this is Mac,
this
right?
is
Or
Mac.
Sail?
I know. Let's just.
Yeah, I have an alias by node.
Yeah. Go away, node. Make sure there's nothing funny floating around. Cool. So now we can just kind of npm install. While that's doing that, let's make sure we grab the part.
Oh, Benjamin is saying we can use Tailwind from the CDN.
I never use it from the CDN. That feels lazy. Like I've got everything
Right,
here ready to go.
Yeah, because this is an ongoing project, right? It's not just something you will delete after.
Yeah, it's less kind of short term.
Right.
So that's all set up. That should be fine there. So now if I run dev, come to here, we've got a toggle. Fantastic. Let me close that. Come back to PHP Storm. Uncomment some stuff. And see what happens. So we got a calendar and we got that. Awesome. So now we're going to set the default ref to false.
Right.
What we want to do when we come to August and click that, we want to basically toggle, right?
Yep.
Show this and show some information, but that'll be the slide over. So,
perfect.
Well, talk me through it. Talk me through how to mingle it.
Okay, so what I would do first would be that event click. I would abstract it into a function outside, not to be there inside the options. So yeah, perfect. So const on event click equals parentheses, parentheses. Yeah, that's it. Code block. Yeah, enter. Yeah. I would go back down. Yeah, and I would replace this with on event click. That's it. Without invoking, so just a reference. Yeah. So I would probably do, okay, let's put it async and then I'll show you both cases. Before the, yeah, exactly. Just mark it as async. Great. Okay. So I would now, no, we will do it inside later. Yeah.
Cool.
Perfect. Yeah. So now I would open the slide over. So open.value equals true. Right. Copilot helping. Right. So now we need to emit an event.
Okay.
Probably.
And we'll use wire for that, right?
No. I don't know. I mean, we can do all sorts of things, but this the Tailwind component is outside this file or no? We don't need an event, do we? I'm lost. Go back to the view file, please. Sorry. Where is the slide over? In this file or another one?
Same file.
Oh, so never mind. So go up and let's put a new variable for like event on top. Yeah. So const event detail equals ref null. Yeah. Or just ref without. Yeah.
I like, yeah.
Or just an empty string maybe, or as you wish. It's just, yeah, we will store the details from the database there, right?
Yep.
So we'll now just say event details dot value equals wire get event, yeah, as you wish, as your naming preference. And now you pass the event ID probably. So we need to
event, right?
Yeah, we'll go to the docs and we see what we receive on event click. Oh, you don't go to the docs. Typically, I just do ABC. Maybe there's more than one argument, right?
So we get...
You were not joking. You don't use the docs.
Element, event, instance, instance ID, context.
So it's where we gave the title and the date. We'll probably give also something we will use later, right?
Yes, we're going to want to get the ID as well. So we come back to here. We're also going to want to say ID. Let's see.
Right.
See if that now appears. So clickety click, you got the element.
Yep.
The event.
There's an ID over there.
ID. So we can say event. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, you can destruct it
This is
as if.
programming with Steve.
Yeah, you can just do
Should
object
be able
there.
to, yeah.
You can destruct it probably. So event : I mean, okay, do it. Perfect.
Let's see what that gives us. See if it's close enough. Event implementation, then we can get the ID. So then we can come over to here and say event.
This could be a little bit mind-blowing or not, because this is not the event that was dispatched, right? This is the calendar event, right?
Yes.
Which one is the which is which?
Too many events.
My mind goes, whoa.
So if we say public function, fetch details,
Yeah.
screen for the ID, and what we want to do is we
Can
want to
you
return
type int? Can't you type int and Livewire will resolve it for you out of the container? I'm thinking yes, but this is model binding. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think model binding works on events, but we could find out
on the Livewire methods.
Yeah,
that would be cool. Because it's the same as controllers, no?
I'm assuming so. Let's find out. Try it and see, and yes, it works.
Perfect. Laravel way of life.
That is fantastic, isn't it? Right. So what we want to do is
you want to return event relationship, which is side nodes or meeting nodes or participants or I don't know. Attendees, yeah, all sorts of things.
So we've got the attendees and what calendar it belongs to.
Okay. There are nothing like remarks for the, or that would not be part of this event.
And each attendee has a user as well. So if we do that,
okay,
this is going to return model of event. So then in our calendar app,
does that event load return something? You probably want to do that in a different line, right?
No, it should return the same
it returns.
thing.
Oh, sorry. You checked it. Sorry.
So we want to fetch details, and we've got the event details there.
So now we have two options. So go back there. Top. Right now, this will return a promise. So you want to do await wire. So this would be awaiting, and the next line of
asynchronously fetch it and set it in the background.
Yeah, so line 37.5, if it would exist, would wait for the AJAX request. So if you don't want to do this, you could not use the await and use the fetch. You could then just bind a fetch. More PHP-like.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's come back up here, and we've got setup, and we've got event details there.
It's null, yeah. You can filter that if you write there on the view tools. This is something I miss in Livewire, a great JavaScript tool.
Okay, so when I click it, it's not setting it.
It's not?
It's still saying null.
Okay, go back there. Can you console log it over there?
What, console log that or this?
The event details.value. Yeah. In line 37.5, yeah. Exactly.
The proxy object
It's there.
And it should have it. So maybe the Vue DevTools just isn't seeing it right now.
Oh, because maybe the use effect already passed. So can we use the, but it shouldn't. So do it the other way, because this is now JavaScript, right? Because it's not, maybe it's the DevTools. Can you go there and just do like vtext equals, or just render it, JSON.stringify that thing? Because it could be DevTools that is not recognizing just that. So you can just JSON.stringify all the thing and it should be there. This is not Mingle anymore. This is just some JavaScript quirk.
We got it?
It's there. Yeah. We got it.
Oh, yeah. That's how we do it. So now we can say event details.title or sorry, summary.
Yeah, that works.
And then we can probably, if we come back to here, let's also load in the user who's hosting it. So we can just say event details.user.name. We could say organized by person. I hate that spans always go wonky on PHP Storm. So we can organize by that. We can do some stuff, open options, blah, 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 lots of stuff. Not that useful. We'll figure that out. So when we click, okay, I don't know my own code.
Who does? Yeah.
Come back to here and we can say organized by event details, organizer name. Okay, failed on something. Bang.
Can you go on top?
Cannot read property of null reading summary. So something isn't loading correctly.
So can you dump the thing in JavaScript, so that in PHP, so that we can look at the...
Yeah.
Or maybe you want to return an array with only the things you need, and you will do a data get, which will get the stuff with the dot notation. That's something I like to do.
Yeah, so we are getting it. So what we'll do instead is return an array.
Yeah, and it will be a JavaScript object because it's
yeah. So we can say that the event
it's an associative array, right?
Is event summary. What we'll do is preload. We can drop all of that.
Yeah, and the organizer
here.
Organizer name. Yeah. So you can just do organizer, and then what? And I would do data get. Don't you like that?
Oh, okay. No, not
okay.
Massively.
Not particularly, right? Yeah. Okay.
Then we are going to have
not Steve approved, not approved.
Yeah.
That's the good thing about Laravel, right? It fits so many tastes, right?
Exactly. Let's fix that up. So we've got title and organizer so far. So we can say title and organizer. Come over to August, click on it, and it dies.
Why? Can we see the response? Can you console log what it comes, or just JSON.stringify the object, the event details? I mean, it will not event details, but it will throw the error because there is the other one after.
So we've got it. Title and organizer is coming back.
No way. And if you just use it, that's an error.
Let's see what happens now.
Yeah, just that. What?
So over here, let's do a quick console.log on the event details.value.
Can you JSON because that array should be JSON encoded, right? It should be.
It should be by default, right?
This is new to me. This always works on my end. I'm not sure what's happening.
This is why I don't use docs, because it finds things that shouldn't be working. So we've got a proxy object target that is working. So what could be happening?
So
view.
Oh, because it starts as null.
Yes.
Now I remind, go back to view, and either you have to put a question mark or it has to start as an empty object. Go on top. Yes. So don't start it as null, I think. Just put an empty object. That's it.
So nothing's broken there, which means we can come down to here and we can say, lost it. There we go. Let's see if that now loads.
Oh, Benjamin was already giving the answer. I didn't see. Sorry, Benjamin.
Thanks, Benjamin. I am not a JavaScript person, as you may have guessed. So then we've got organized by person. Refs. Is there a ref still? Let's go look for it. Here we go. Event details. So what else do we want to pass back?
So you might fall back into what you were doing if you prefer to have all the information, not just that 2 columns, but as you wish. Isn't there any data leakage of some sorts? If you do it all?
Yeah, that's a very a good point. So then we're going to probably want something like the description.
The JSON resource okay. You could put it in a class, the JSON resource.
Yeah, right? Typically I would do some sort of JSON resource here. Let's make one. So make resource, and we're going to say event resource. Let's open that event resource. But before that, app service provider, we're going to want to say JSON resource without wrapping.
Benjamin saying, sorry.
We don't want to put too many things in data wraps. Property, event, resource, fix it with Laravel Pint. Let's keep it like that for now. So we are going to have the ID, this resource ID. And on this part, we are going to want to return a new event resource where the resource is the event. And this is going to return a JSON resource.
Yeah, beautiful.
This will return a JSON resource with an event resource. Generic types, not a problem. We'll ignore that. Then this will do that, return this. So we've got our event, got the ID, then we're going to have a title for the summary, this resource summary. We're going to want the description. We're going to want the status. And let's see how that is all returned. Wait. So it doesn't break the UI. Let's do that. So come over to here, click. Fantastic. Event details. So we open the DevTools. Have you noticed that the View DevTools sometimes freezes?
Yeah. Sometimes I have to restart, like,
here we go.
what can I say? This toggle inspector off and then on again. It happens.
Here we go. So we've got title, status cancelled, organizer. Don't know where that's been called from. That keeps popping up. I don't know if it's View DevTools or DevTools from somewhere.
Which one?
It keeps saying that a to.json isn't found on the component.
But that seems backend wise.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's almost like it's a automated life cycle thingy.
Can you disable that toolbar? The
DevTools.
No. What's the other? Debug bar. Debug bar, I mean. It's just an environment variable, I guess. You can debug bar disabled, something like that. It can be from there because that's just what Livewire does to 500 request, right? It makes an interceptor and.
There we go. Grab this, and we're just going to say that our.
I mean, if it happens again, we can inspect the network Ajax requests and see what it's like.
There we go.
If it's really that, I'm just guessing.
So what I want to do now is on placement is down. On this part here, this online, this is going to be the event details dot status, which is a SR only at the moment. So what we want is conditional class going on here. How can we do this? I haven't done this in Vue in a while.
Come again, please. I was answering in the chat.
Oh, sorry. Conditional class in Vue, I believe.
Oh, yeah. So just open another class tag, but with a vbind. So cut that, Command X probably, right?
All of that, yeah.
No, but leave that one, the original, and open a new one, yeah, for convenience, and just put the conditionals on the second one. You could do all in one. So like enter, okay, colon class, vbind class, or colon class as you want.
Yeah. So
exactly.
No.
No,
event details status. So let's open up status second. So we've got confirmed. Then we can have a background of yellow 400 if the event details status is tentative. Do a background orange 400. Damn keyboard. I don't know, invited.
You have a typo in orange.
I am the king of typo script. And then we'll do a red 400 for cancelled. So we've got the different states, and it is orange. Which
Typo
is,
script.
yeah.
Did you just make that up right now, or did you?
No, someone mentioned it to me before, and it just kind of stuck.
That's so funny.
Okay, so the event resource, that works. Then down here somewhere.
Benjamin also has the same OCD as me.
Who's that, sorry?
Only invited is capitalized.
I know, it's bugging me as well. I mean, I could change it because I don't think anything's using that yet. Down here. Here it is.
Woof. The world is spinning again.
We got there. So, click on this. Haha. Description is there. That is there. Organized by, blah, blah, blah. You know, that could organize as avatar, perhaps. So we could say avatar is this resource organizer image.
Where are you typing? Oh, okay. So there's a delay on the image. Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
No, it's all good. It's internet probably.
It's Welsh internet problems. I've got a new router arriving today, which I'm hoping
timing's great.
Solves some of my problems. So we want to say that the source is event details dot avatar, and we'll set the alt as event details dot organizer. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I set that. I may not have done. Should be near the end. Pending, no. I have not done an image on this yet. Okay, so I will ignore that because I haven't actually done it.
Okay.
Remove the image. And that bit. Remove the whole thing. Looks a bit crap, but it can be fixed.
Oh, totally, yeah.
That's, you know.
So how does it feel to get data from the backend like this?
It feels really good, actually. Just doing what I need in Livewire and being able to use more complicated view components without having to completely buy in to just using Vue.
Exactly. That's my motivation as well.
Yeah, I can have a filament page with filament forms, and then
that's where it all started.
Yeah.
I have a Vue component inside the filament panel.
I'm honest. Can we put ourselves next to each other? Let's remove. There we go.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm sold. That is great. Like, it's so much easier. Like I love Livewire. And any application I build will use Livewire. But
Same.
it gets to a certain point and it's like, oh, how am I going to do this in Livewire? What hoops am I going to have to jump over to try and get this working? And just being able to go, just going to do this one view component that's interactive and just works is great. I am impressed with Mingle JS.
Very happy to hear that. Yeah. Great.
Awesome. Wow. that was fun. I'm going to start building some fun UIs.
Yeah, let me know if you find any hurdles that are too difficult. I do know one, and someone already noticed that and PR'd the thing. I just can't find it to be default, which is you will find something when you will have to bundle the thing to production, right?
Yeah.
You have to go and add to vit.config.js every one of them as an input.
Okay.
Right? And that can be done automatically, just programmatically, goes and scans the folders, right? But then we have to know to give it like all index.js files are mingles. We don't know, right? For everyone.
Yeah.
Do I want to call mingle.js mandatory to be the connective script file? Maybe no, because maybe someone not their taste. So
I get what you mean.
But maybe I can put on the documentation that quality of life, like if you want to call it all index.js or all mingle.js, because maybe you don't want to have the JS. You can also just have the chat app .js and have everything there, no index, no mingle file, no second file, you know. So that's one of them. And the second one is exactly what you try to do in the beginning, like having a Livewire state entangled with a view
props
ref, a view reactive property. So you would change in Livewire, really that would change in view. It's not for all cases, right? Just for the things you want to go to the server. It's actually very easy to give variables from JavaScript to Livewire, right? You just invoke wire and pass it like you pass the ID, right? But I see the beauty of it, like to be entangled. So maybe I will do some entangle both for Vue and both for React.
That'd be really useful because a use case I'm thinking of here is, let's say I've got a couple of Livewire components on the page already, as well as my Mingle view page component thing. Like that calendar app at the moment I've got is just a Mingle view. It's just got stuff from Livewire loading into a view component. But on my layout, I might have a couple of Livewire components already, and they may emit events if something happens, or might want to listen to events. So let's say it emits an event and I want my main view to kind of change, for example. Like something could happen, no idea what. It could even not even got a clue. But if it emits an event, I'm going to want to make changes on Livewire, which wants to entangle to the view to do something, right?
Right, but you can do that right now because you can hook or tap into the Livewire buzz event on the browser.
You.
Oh, I think internet. Hello?
No, I'm thinking.
No,
I think at the speed of slow internet.
Yeah, it was a coincidence. So I think you can do that partially.
Yeah.
But I see the benefit. Yeah, maybe there are some cases you want to listen it directly on the PHP class, right? And you don't want to listen on Vue and then dispatch a wire procedure or invocation.
I mean, there's obviously a way to do it, right? You could.
Oh, right.
You could easily just kind of like wire listen.
Wire watch and wire.set. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You could probably do something like that, but
Yes, just some entangle, some small. In the declaration of the mingle, you just say entangle properties with these names, and I just
Yeah.
do a bunch of listener emitters, and that's it.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the next logical step as an improvement.
That would be really cool. And I think I'm definitely going to be building some Mingle applications because it looks like I can do exactly what I need to do, and it resolves a lot of the kind of frustrations I've got with inertia. So
Yeah.
fantastic. It's best of
So
both,
glad
right?
to hear. Yeah.
I can build something like an inertia application without using inertia, and I get the benefit of Livewire at the same time.
I think so, yeah. And it's not for all tastes, but
No.
also you can mix and match. You can have a React component and the Vue component and the Livewire component all in the
Yep.
same page, and you have
Exactly.
that in the demo.
Yeah, I did see that one actually.
Yeah. It's not for the mainstream case, right? But maybe there's
No.
some React tool from the ecosystem in the same page that you have a Livewire, and it happens that you also have a widget which you wrote in Vue, and you might
Perfect
end
use
up
case is, let's say you want to use some of the Catalyst components from Tailwind UI,
right there.
or
Yeah,
the Shad CDN stuff, or Shad CM, whatever it's called.
yeah,
They've got really good React support. Vue support is secondary. You might want to use parts of it. It's perfect use case for me.
yeah. Yeah, it's there are some caveats. For example, SSR. I don't think I want to solve that because I think you can do that with Blade, right?
Yeah,
And you can also use view components with slots. So
yeah,
it might be Blade that gives the content to the custom component. So any crawler without JavaScript can also know what's inside
yeah,
the JavaScript component while not before rendered. So
yeah,
all the H1s you can do in Blade, right? And the head and
yeah.
the title and
You
meta
just put
tags
the
and so
reactive
on.
mingle
Yeah,
component where
right.
it's meant to be reactive and it's not a crawlable thing.
Yes, exactly. That's the use case. I don't want to make it's not a framework, right? It's
No,
just a quality of life improvement of sprinkling this component here in this place. That's it.
I like it.
So SSR and out of so like inertia has another benefits for sure, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, if it makes your taste, great. If not, great as well, right?
Yeah.
I'll keep using it. So yeah,
It's
well, when
tool
it makes
stack
sense.
with extra glitter. That's what I'm calling it.
Oh, I like it. I like that. I like that,
Cool.
Steve.
Well,
Any
thank
further
you.
questions or?
No, no, unless you can make me a coffee.
Well, I can. I just don't know how to send it over.
I think I've
So
used up my monthly allowance of internet for the Welsh village I live in. So I want to say thank you for joining me. That was a lot of fun, and I'm definitely going to be playing around with Mingle JS a lot more. I think it's going to offer me the right balance of what I need right now. So thank you.
thank you for having me, and that's great news.
Enjoy the rest of your day in lovely Portugal, and I'm going to go and look depressingly out the window at the Welsh weather.
Should be basically the same because today it's not that good, but thank you for having me, Steve.
Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much. And thank
everyone.
you, everyone, for tuning in. Make sure
Yeah.
you like if you like the content. Drop a comment if you've got any feedback. Ooh, where did that come from?
You did like this, and
Yeah, I
you can
did that.
text.
And of course, make sure you subscribe if you want to see more content. Patricio has got his own channel. I believe that should be linked in the description. If not, I'll make sure it's updated so it is. Thank you all. Thank you to my amazing guests. Have a great day, and I will catch you all later. Take care.
Ciao.